Hi everybody, I'm good to go and I hope you guys are too, because today we are talking about Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now hear me out when I say this. I'm not the biggest fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Wait. But that doesn't mean that I haven't tried to give them a chance. I mean, I don't know. When I was coming up, all the things that I did see didn't really interest me. I only saw the Michael Bay movies, and they were very bad. When I remember seeing in the trailer, and Raphael says, "What would Vin Diesel do?" I was like, "Oh my god, bro, are you for real?" That being said, I have seen clips from the TV shows, and they look really fun.
I brought back some takeout, so let's get down and pig out.
It's Shredder.
Where?
It wasn't until my friend Carmen invited me to see Mutant Mayhem before I gave it another chance. And I went into the movie very skeptical, and I came out extremely happy. The movie's writing, performance from the cast, and the art style were all fantastic. The fact that they use actual teenagers for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, peak idea. Why did you start with that? A small thing that I like in the movie is that they call Leonardo Nardo, and him being so upset from the lamest nickname ever is so relatable. They used to do that to me all the time when I was a kid. And when the movie was over, all I wanted was more. But 2 weeks ago, I found out about Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And this show, man, they were cooking. So let's dive in and talk about the show. And this is where I will be hitting spoiler territory, so spoilers for your children's media. So the first season is actually split up into two different storylines. One told by Leonardo and the other by Raph through his dad, I think. The first storyline has the Turtles get hunted down by the evil robot created by the character Bishop. And I gotta say, the first praise for this show is the animation. I don't know if the animators are working overtime or whatever they're feeding them, but they gotta keep feeding them that because this animation is crisp. Every single fight scene is so cool to look at. The second thing I gotta say is that this show is freaking funny.
Yeah, okay. You sure you just don't want revenge for them messing up your stuff?
This is not about revenge. For humanity to live, all mutants must be destroyed.
Cool, so revenge. Could I have my phone now?
I know I shouldn't really be that surprised because the movie was funny, but it seems like they definitely leaned into the humor a lot more this time. The first storyline was enjoyable just because we got to see the Turtles actually interact with humans instead of each other. And you know, usually, at least what I've seen, they usually only show the Turtles interacting with themselves or their dad or with April. So it's kind of refreshing. The first half of the season's main villain is Bishop, as I said before, and I think she's a fantastic villain. The self-repairing robots that she makes are legit terrifyingly relentless, and I love that. I also like that she's played a lot more straight instead of goofy like everybody else. She's the only serious character in the show, and she has very much I'm surrounded by idiots energy. But in her defense, she is. Her whole deal is that she wants to destroy all mutants because during the climax of the movie, oh hey, look, and it even ties back, and that's nice. The work she was doing in the memory of her sister was destroyed, and she blames the mutants. And that makes her into a bigot, and I get it. But also no. She knows that the Turtles saved the city. I mean, they saved her. And still, in the end, she's like, I'm gonna get all those mutants. I'm gonna kill them all. I'm gonna round them up and murder them. I'm just saying, I wish they would have had her have a little bit more internal conflict when she was choosing that she wants to continue to kill them. The second main villain in the season is the East River 3, and I do like them. I just don't like them as much as Bishop. I'm not really a big fan of the I'm doing wrong so that I can go home archetype because it's kind of dumb. Their whole deal is that they got mutated from the events of the movie. Oh hey, look, these guys all connected. I like that. And after they get mutated, everyone in fish society was scared of them. And then their prized pearl got stolen. And they thought if they brought back the pearl, then they can go home. And I was cool with that. I was cool with that storyline until their leader, Goldfin, betrays his friends so that he can become a crime boss like Bad Bernie. And I was like, why? You want to be like this guy? Come on, dude. Quite honestly, that's my only gripe with this show. I would say this show is great. It's just good, objectively. The side characters are super enjoyable. My favorite human characters is a toss-up between Rod and Han. Rod is probably the chillest guy ever. He's Bishop's assistant, and all he wants to do is become a mutant like the Turtles. He doesn't even like Bishop's plan. He's just chilling. Hunt is the muscle for the Purple Dragons, which is like a street gang. And he's like an animal lover that would quite literally beat you with a brick before you would let you do anything wrong to an animal. Also, I'm pretty sure this guy's like a fusion of Ed and Johnny from Ed, Edd n Eddy, because that brick has an awfully familiar face on it. So yeah, like, this show is great, objectively. There's nothing wrong with this show. Well, I mean, the only thing that's holding this show back is that it's on Paramount Plus. God, I hate this streaming service. And their commercials are freaking brain rot. Like, look at this.
Look at how they massacred my girl. They turned into freaking Coco Melon.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go off topic. Listen, it's a great show, and if you haven't seen it, please do. And if you have seen it, I would love to hear your thoughts about it down in the comments below. And if you guys want me to review any other shows, let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And make sure you tell your family that you love them. Bye-bye now. Literally, when I was trying to get clips for this, I kept clicking episode 4, and it kept taking me to the N-Men episode of Jimmy Neutron, so all I could ever hear was, "You've been lifting the free weight, son." And like, it's funny, right? Like, because it's Jimmy Neutron and it's funny, but also at the same time, it makes me want to die. So, yeah.